Hello and welcome to this Manor Lords Let's Play series. This is our second one now, so if you haven't seen the first one, please do go check it out. It's really good. It was the first time playing Manor Lords. I'll put a link in the video description. We're going to go for slightly faster gameplay, slightly shorter videos this time around, so I really hope you enjoy it. We are going for the Mercenary Captain achievement, which currently only 0.5% of players have. That means that we can only use mercenaries to take down Hildebolt. So this is going to be quite a challenge. We can't use any of our own troops across any region, and we can't use our retinue. So retinue is generally a very, very strong aspect of the military, and you can obviously have multiple retinues. You can have one per region. So we can't use those. We can't use troops. What we can do is we can make weapons to sell. And I think this gameplay is going to focus very heavily on trade. So let's just see where we're spawning here. So let's just get rid of this message. And okay, very nice. So we have rich wild animal deposit and rich iron deposit. That's going to be very good. We've obviously got clay, berries. Berries are quite far away, actually. That's going to be interesting. Maybe we can make a little hub within these woods here. And we have stone as well. So in one of my other guides, one of the things I mentioned is that actually making roof tiles is pretty good for trade. We only have 59 clay, so I think we're probably going to be using that to focus on building our own roof tiles to upgrade our burgage plots to level 3. So probably not a lot there. If we expand out our regions, none of these others near us have rich clay deposits. These have a little bit more, but not rich deposits. That region over there has a rich one, so maybe we could capture that. We have this bandit camp in the middle, so we can't use our military to go and capture that, but if we have enough money, we could use some mercenaries to go and capture that for us. This is going to be quite interesting. I'm not sure how this is going to play out. Haven't focused a lot on trade, but I think this will be a really good learning experience for me. So obviously you got the King's Road running through this, and we've got Hildebolt's regions over there as well. So I think our strategy here is going to have to be, we're going to have to focus on this rich iron deposit. So we got 2023 in there. We've got lots of stone deposits as well. Well, that's a huge rich iron deposit. What we could also do is, I mean, this is already very good. I think we'll focus on making either tools or iron slabs or weapons or armor, and we'll see how we get on with that. And we'll just use that to sell it, and we'll make profit because it's going to be no use to us. We could go into, if we go to development points, we could go down here into deep mining and upgrade to a deep mine, which means we have infinite resources as long as it's a rich deposit. So we might do that. I mean, it goes after charcoal kiln, so I think actually that's good. We're probably going to want to go into trade though. Establishing a new trade route, saving that cost early on is probably going to be quite beneficial, and reduces foreign import tariff by half. Yeah, making free merchants far more profitable. I think we're probably going to go for both of those early on because we want our trade as good as it can be early on. And then we'll see how we get on. So just as a reminder, at the game's current state, you only have 6 development points to spend if you get up to the largest possible town. So given that we have a rich hunting wild animals deposit, we may want to go somewhere in this direction as well, but I think our focus is going to be on, I think it's going to be on going for deep mining as well. So if we spent 2 there, we've got 2 here. We could also go into this and then sell this armor if that's what we want to do. And I think let's see how we get on. I mean, in terms of growth, bakeries is really good for just getting so much bread. But let's see. So obviously starting out, I'm just playing paused here at the moment, which is really useful. So we're not actually losing any time. Our immediate goal is obviously to build some houses. I think I'm going to build a additional hitching post. So let's just kind of scope out where we want to be here. So we've got this nice open space where I think we could just build some houses along here. We could just build our burgage plots along there with some decently sized vegetable plots. I think over here we're going to have, let's just see how, yeah, okay, so there's enough space. So I think we can just put our hunting camp slightly off the road there. Or we could even have it around here, but we don't want to over hunt that area. I think probably just straight on the road is fine, actually. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bunch of things straight off. And then let's see. So just keeping in mind that we only have 8 timber. So this doesn't cost anything. So I think we're good to place that down. And I'll place all of these down and then I'll change the priorities and just let these guys build. So we want to get that down. We want a logging camp so we get more timber coming in. I think possibly just over here in this corner while it's surrounded by trees would be good. So how far can we go without... Maybe just all the way down there. And let's build a road towards that. Can we build it through the camp? Oh, that's quite cool. Maybe we want to go this way, though, if we want some burgage plots over here. So let's build a road there, and I'll just build a little one across as well. So we've got our logging camp. That's absolutely top priority. We want to get that started. I think we can have that as very high, and the other two things we need to build will be a granary and a storehouse. And hitching post, absolutely. I think I'm going to keep that over here, build that over here as well. So actually, let's put that as highest. This can be very high. We'll stick this down one. And then we want to plan out our storage. So storehouse is probably going to want to be near here. Also, imagine we have a couple here because our mining is going to come from here. So let's just build that on the opposite side of the road. We can do that as, what's this one at the moment? High, so we can do this as medium. And I think granary. So unfortunately, our berries are all the way over there. So we might need to find a path through there. Yeah, it's very spread out here. But I think focusing on wild animals to begin with is going to be the priority. So that obviously we're going to have multiple granaries, so we can just stick a granary right next to this wild hunting camp. We'll stick that on low. And we've got 2 timber left, so we could probably start building houses, but I think I'm just going to build 5 in a row as soon as we get them ready. And let's just see. I mean, for now, we could just build a road going through to this area. I mean, that's actually quite a nice little throughway through these trees. And back round. Maybe just back round there. Just aesthetically, I think that looks quite nice through the forest. And then maybe we can have a little offshoot here where we have our our forager hut. Probably have that over here further down the line. But we'll focus on this for now. So let's get this building. So they can take that ox. And we also want to order another ox. So that ox is going to come to this hitching post. And when we hire mercenaries, we're going to be using our treasury. So this is going to be very important that we gain a lot of money from our taxes. So let's see how we get on with that. I think we're okay. I think we've got a good setup here focusing a lot on trade is going to be a very different style of gameplay. I'm going to get one family on hunting already. So the benefit of that early on is going to be that, one, we obviously get meat, so we get some food income, and additionally we get hides, so we can start making shoes, and they're another thing that sells very well early on. I have created a character here. I've picked this guy, and I've created a nice crest there. I don't know, it kind of gave me good trading colors. I'm not sure, you know, gold and green for wealth. I think that resonates pretty well. Let's keep this moving along. And I'm just going to put one person on there. And when we get our second livestock, I will... Oh, we do have 2 already. That's great. I'll assign 1 to that then. And we can keep an eye on it. So we have our storehouse already. Let's get someone moving these leftover resources. And when we get this granary up, we can get someone moving that as well. So basically, once all of this stuff is moved into the storehouse, you can see them moving that there already. I think we're going to be in pretty good stead. And when that's done, we can probably take a family off it just short term while we try and build a lot of other things. So we've got more timber coming in fairly quickly, which is good. This is being built slowly but surely. Can probably just pump that up. And I mean, this is pretty good area for these 2 resources. I probably want to build a forester's hut as well, just so we can keep the logging camp going. But that can come a little bit later on. So I think this first episode will be slightly longer than the other ones, just because we had a bit of an intro. Let's start building some houses now. I do want to get rid of that tent, ideally. Let's see. Maybe just build some lengthways like this. Oh, only 2 there? That's not ideal. Yeah, a bit funky shapes, actually. Just pause that for now. We'll turn that down slightly. Yeah, I think we'll just do some this way. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Let's go for that. And let's at least prioritize these in the right order. So you can see these supplies are gone now. I think I can take someone off the storehouse. I'll take someone off the granary as well, just for the short term. I think I'll put someone extra on the hunting camp. And we can't forget a well. So they're going to want good water access. I think actually just opposite here, near where I'm going to want to build the houses, is going to be nice. So let's just build that there. And of course, a marketplace is going to be quite integral. So let's just have that on this little corner plot here. I mean, that's going to be massive. Yeah. Stick it there on the King's Road. And that should keep these guys nice and happy for now. And obviously this is just Hildebolt chatting to us. So we got 2 oxen, I believe. Okay, do we have 1 assigned here? Yeah, we do. So we're doing pretty well for timber. I mean, food is going to be pretty good as well. I just want to get these houses built while we can. Wondering if just a little road at the back of this would be kind of useful. And then once that's gone, that will be nice. And I mean, that doesn't have a huge garden. I think we'll build the veggie plots in these other gardens. And we will probably want to get a woodcutters as well pretty soon. I think we'll build a woodcutters and a forester's lodge nice and close to each other. So we've got these burgage plots now. Let's fill these up with some veggie gardens. It's going to be a while before we can really make the most of that. But I think that's okay. And yeah, we're going to need build some more houses over in this direction, I think. And that can be our other group of houses. So we've got a woodcutter's lodge and forester's hut already built. I think we'll get one person on there. We're doing okay for food for now. I think let's get someone back on the granary to start moving. Well, that's the generic storage is full. Let's have someone on that. And we've got one family building out everything else that we need. We want to keep this timber supply pretty steady. And we want to make sure that we build enough houses so people can start moving in. Because we need to get more people coming in so we can expand the amount of stuff that we're doing and the amount of income of items that we've got. So we're going to be gathering quite a few hides and we can start turning them into leather and then into shoes. So that will fulfill this clothing requirement further down the line. So once that house is built, oh, we just had some stuff stolen by bandits, annoyingly. So we've also just upgraded and we have one development point available. I think I'm going to do that immediately into trade route so that we can start trading, and we can probably just sell a bunch of stuff on here. But to keep in mind, a lot of the additional resources that you want to sell, you're going to need to pay for trade routes. So until we get this, they're going to be very expensive. So I think yeah, let's go straight into that. We're going to focus on trade in this playthrough. And for each of these houses, actually, we're going to expand all of their living space. So we're going to do that for every single one as soon as we have the logs coming in. And it's going to be important for us to make sure that we have enough approval, needs to be above 50%, and then people will start moving in. So the sooner we make everyone nice and happy, the better. And we're going to start needing to work up to making this church as well. So we'll need a saw pit at some point, but I'm going to focus on logs for now. I really want to get someone on this forester's hut sooner rather than later. I think we'll take that guy off and we'll put someone on this forester's hut. And yeah, just all around this area I think is ideal. You need at least one person minimum on the hunting camp at all times, I think. And I think let's move this hitching post away from there, and then we can use that for all of our houses as well. So you can upgrade each of these houses. We're almost there on approval. I think the next step would be pretty good to get a tannery. And that will help with the clothing requirement. So we need more. We need more wood. That's just generally how things are going to be for a while. Once these are fully upgraded, I can assign this additional family to something as well. I'm hearing any music actually in game. Let's see if we can turn that up a little bit. There we go. So we're getting a bit more secure. Fuel could be better, but I think it's okay for now. So that's fully upgraded. Those are upgraded. And that one will be the last one. I think actually, yeah, I'll keep him there. No one working the storehouse at the moment. Okay, so we've got each of these upgraded with additional housing, and we're over 50%. So people are pretty happy with that for now. We don't have loads of bread. We could definitely use an additional food source. But I think for now, we probably want to focus on both getting a saw pit. So having that here near, basically this is our sort of industry area now. So having a saw pit here would be really useful. I can just, how much have we got? We've only got 2. So saw pit and a tannery. Tannery was 4. So let's just do saw pit first because that's going to be really, really required further down the line. And the main thing really is, I think at this point early on, when you only have 5 families, it's just very, very... You just don't have enough people to assign to all the things that you really want to do in early game. So just getting more people moving in early is really good. And let's build our tannery over here. I think actually tannery near the hunter's cabin would be nice. And I think what we could do is also build some additional storage over here further later on. So let's just build that as well. So we're slowly running out of bread. We will get some veggies coming in later on, but not just yet. Oh, bandits are stealing our stuff. It's just never fun. I mean, we are going to need to rush towards getting this manor. That will require us getting a bit more stone. But we're just setting ourselves up really in this episode. Just getting all the basics online. And just having enough food production. So we're doing really good for fuel. I'm actually going to take this guy off for now. And put him on planks. Get him in the saw pit. And we don't want to go crazy with these planks either. But I do know we can see that we're going to need 20 for the wooden church and 20 for the manor. So ultimately 40 planks is what we're aiming for. And we built the tannery as well. So whenever that's ready to go, whenever we have more people, ideally. And upgrading the pantry as well will be useful. So there's all of these things early on where you just really want everything at once. It can be a bit of a challenge. But I think we'll go for church first to meet the happiness requirement. So as soon as we have 20 planks, we'll start building that. I think I'll build that quite central as well. Maybe somewhere, I think maybe all of this could be good for housing. Maybe we'll build it on this corner. So we're almost there with planks. But we do need some more timber as well. So we've got loads of planks now. I think I'll just quickly take someone off of that. And, oh, you know what? I wonder if we can, let's just pause this. I might delete this road. I'm thinking maybe we just relocate this hitching post so we can build a church in that corner. Or alternatively, we just build it. That'd be a nice place for it. It's just quite large, the church. I think on top of the hill makes sense. You know? It's a bit far away, but... Or we build it over here. I think generally people used to build churches more on top of a hill, right? So... Yeah, I think let's go up here for that. And that can be our top priority. And at least temporarily, I'm going to build a road just going all the way across just to speed up construction. Oh, we can always delete that later on. But we've got what we need from that for now. We don't have anyone getting firewood at the moment, but I think, honestly, that's okay. I'm just going to have someone on this storehouse for now. No one on the saw pit. I'll take this person off the Forester's Lodge and move them to the tannery. So we can, as we start building out the church to meet this requirement, we will have someone also working on the clothing requirement. And then we can focus more on making sure we've got this good market distribution at the moment. Obviously, we've got nothing for clothing. And fuel is quite low that we don't have it stocked up available for every household. But we have 6 total families now, so we've got 1 that's just moved in. And then at some point we're going to want to build a trading post. And I think just having that on the somewhere on the King's Road would just be quite nice. So I'll pause that for now. But we can just have that over there doing its thing. And then pretty soon, I think we will start getting the mining online. And yeah, let's see how we get on. So the key thing is just remember, obviously, we can't use any mercenaries. We do want to branch out. I think I do want to try and take that bandit camp with mercenaries if we can. The mercenaries available at the moment, 30 is what we need for some brigands. So if we can get to the manor quick enough and we can start getting some taxes, that would be great. But obviously we want everyone to be happy enough that we can start taxing and still have people moving in. So it's definitely a fine balance. You can see lots of people using this road as well that I built. So it's really worth doing stuff like that and just keep it there for when you need it. And it's just worth it. People move a lot quicker on those roads. Okay. So that person there is giving us good distribution. We've got someone still bringing us logs in. No one on the saw pit. Don't need that yet. This church is coming along nicely. Wow, quick builders. There you go. So the church is already built. I think it takes a while before it ticks off on here. Just see how long that takes. There you go. Doesn't take too long, really. And we've got someone on the tannery starting to build out some leather. So that will happen slowly enough. We've got 7 families now. We're not actually... We don't have any new houses for them. But I think that's fine. We're probably going to want someone back on the Woodcutter's Lodge. I think if we could get some more food in, that would be great. And a saw pit as well. Let's go for that just because we do want more planks still. We're on 15 planks. We're going to need a couple more for the manor. So I think we'll just do a few more logs there. I think when we get to 20 in here, we can stop and take them off. We've got 30 planks overall. That will keep us going for quite some time. So we've got someone on the storehouse. We don't have anyone in the granary, do we? Really moving food around. So let's have someone doing that. And happiness at the moment isn't too bad. I mean, we're at 71%. People are generally pretty happy. And look at this. We can start upgrading these burgage plots. And that's going to start bringing us some regional wealth, which is what we desperately need over here. And then I think we can, hopefully, in the next episode, I think this is a really good place to stop. So we've already got our church. We're almost ready to level these up to level 2 plots. For the next requirement, we just need a couple more on level 2. So hopefully we can upgrade that, and then we can go into better deals, and we can just start smashing out the trading side of things. Like I said, I'm really keen to keep these a lot shorter. So ideally around half an hour for these episodes in the future. I don't know how many episodes we're going to have in this Let's Play series for the Mercs only achievement, but I'm really looking forward to diving into this and just seeing how much of a challenge it is. I'm sure there'll be more kinds of achievements like this in the future. And hopefully I can show you a good way to get this achievement for yourself as well, because at the moment it's very, very rare, only 0.5%. So thanks for watching. And yeah, I hope to see you in episode 2.